So what's going on, YouTube? So, sitting here in front of the 220, and one day I'm kind of cleaning it and thinking to myself, you know, there's got to be an easier way of doing this. I kind of like to get, I do like to get my hands in the water and, you know, actually move the decorations around, clean up the plants, scrub the sides of the tank. Nothing kind of gives me more of a pleasure of the hobby of, you know, turning on some loud music and just cleaning my tanks. I don't know why I've always liked doing that, but as long as I have time, tank maintenance doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when I have difficulties getting into my tank, and this tank being 2.5 foot deep, and then it's almost 6 foot tall to the top of it, and I'm kind of on the short side. So for me, I have to have a little, you know, I've got this little step ladder that I have to stand on to be able to reach to the top of the tank, and then I have to extend my arm all the way down into the tank. So, you know, the top of the tank's up in my armpit, and I'm just still barely able to reach the bottom of the tank. So sometimes cleaning is a bit difficult for me. But the thing that's probably the hardest for me is scrubbing the glass. And that's because when you're all the way down with your arm scrubbing the glass, you can't really see where you're at scrubbing. It just makes it really hard. So one day while I was in PetSmart, I bought one of the magnet glass cleaners. I bought the biggest one that they had and brought it home, started trying to use it, and right after I put it in the tank and moved my hand down, it came apart. The magnet wasn't strong enough to hold the cleaner together with the thickness of the glass. So I took it back, got online, and was messing around on Dr. Foster and Smith, and I found the mag float, and you know, thing's pretty good size. It's probably about 2.5 by 4 inches, and it says that it cleans glass up to 3/4 of an inch. It also, if it comes apart, it floats. And then if you look on the back, it's actually got a clip with a metal scraper. So if you got some real hard buildup, or I get Narret eggs, snail eggs on my glass, that should help scrape them off. So I figured I'd give it a try. It was a little more on the pricey end that I wanted to try, but at the same time, if it helps clean my glass, I'm all good with that. Then I also got some replacements for the scraper. They were only a couple bucks. I figured by me already paying shipping, I'll go in and get those. The other thing I got, I don't know why I've never had one of these. I just never bought one, but it's just a scraping blade, a small little handheld one. So, you know, getting a smaller tank. But the other thing I bought was a long one. This is a 35-inch scraper, and in this big guy, it will help me a lot. So if you I don't know if the camera will show it. Yeah, I think the camera can see it right there. But you can see that the glass, it's pretty dirty. I haven't been able to clean it for a couple weeks, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to do a review video or a product review video of how this MagFloat scraper works, and let you guys know if I think it's worth the money. Let's get the tank opened up and get the scraper in there. I'll I'll first go and wash it off really well in the sink, and then we'll get it in the tank and get to scrubbing. Alright, the first thing I want to say about this thing is it's got a super strong magnet on it. Do not, when you've got them outside the water, put the two together. I accidentally did, and I almost never got the two apart. The other thing is, don't get your fingers trapped in between the two, because it will be very painful. Like I said, with the force that it snapped together, I can't imagine your finger being in between that. It would be like throwing them between two bricks. But let's give it a shot here. We're going to. I took the scraper part off. I just want to see how the scrubber part does, and take it up and down so you can see. Definitely, it's knocking stuff loose. You can see it going back into the water column, and it's a good thing I'm going to be doing a water change here before too long. Actually, right after I get this video done. So yeah, that glass right there is crystal clear now. Very, very happy with that. And almost with, I mean, you can definitely tell that it's a strong magnet even in the tank. It's not wanting to let loose. Yeah, I mean, the scraper's not even on it. Got some Nerret snail eggs, but they're all the way down by the sand line, and I don't want to get that close to the sand. But I'll put the scraper on and try to do this right here. But yeah, I'm liking this, and it's supposed to, this part's supposed to float if it does come off, so you're not digging down at the bottom of your tank. But I mean, can't even. I'm sure if I just pulled it off, it would go. Which, let's just do that. Yeah. So there you go. So you don't have to dig down in your tank and try to retrieve that thing. But let me put the scraper on and let's give it a shot. Alright, so I can already tell this is going to work great. just moving it down here, I've got a bunch of debris coming off. But yeah, look how great that is. It comes off in a lot bigger chunks. But definitely, you'd want to do a water change as you're doing this, or after you get done doing this, because releasing all this algae spores into your tank would create a huge outburst of algae bloom. But if you're going to do a big water change, you know, siphon everything, you should be pretty good. But yeah, also you shouldn't let it get this bad as I did. I just I knew that this was coming in, and I knew it would give me the opportunity to do a good product review video. So I did let it outgrow a little bit more than I would ever let my tank get. But so far, I would say, you know, go on and buy it. If you don't mind spending the extra money for it and you're having a problem cleaning your glass, definitely buy it. I've already probably done, well, you know, just what I'm showing here, that's a good third of the tank. And it was simple. I didn't have to stand on my head to do it. I mean, I hardly took any time to do it. I think, you know, a couple minutes. So yeah, I'm already impressed, because I would literally spend about 30 minutes cleaning my glass with a scrubber, and me standing on the ladder reaching, you know, all the way down in the tank. So yeah, get the mag float. It is a little pricey, but so far it seems like it's going to save me a bunch of time. And pain of standing on that ladder, reaching into the tank. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.